Want to know why you haven't missed the boat to 10K months in your business, even if you feel like you did? Like, I literally had a client this morning who actually asked me in our session today, because we are obviously working together to grow her business to consistent 10K months. And in our first session, she was expressing to me her challenges and her struggles. And she's saying to me, Soochen, why am I not there yet? When is it going to happen for me? She said, am I like barking up the wrong tree? Maybe I'm not meant for business. Like, I'm just not made that way. Like, I'm not suited for business. And then am I just meant to go back and get a job? Now, I'm tuning in today to share this message with you because I feel it's super important that I share this message with you, because I hear this so often with my clients. They are female creative coaches who are trying to grow their business to consistent 10K months. And they're like super competent at the business side. And they also rock stars at this transformation work that they do for their clients. But somehow they just can't seem to get the ducks in a row, get all the pieces together so that they actually makes money. Not only that makes money, but actually grows to consistent 10K months. So that's why I'm tuning in to speak to all of you. And, can you relate? Because if you can relate, definitely put a 1 in the comments below for me to know that I'm definitely speaking to something that you feel strongly about. So are you someone who's like a creative powerhouse? You've got all these gifts and you actually do have the business and marketing know-how, but somehow just can't seem to get your shit together, can't get it all together to make those consistent 10K months as a coach. And you're wondering to yourself, I'm super competent. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it's just baffling to you. Like, something doesn't add up. Why this thing is not happening. And maybe some of you have been working at this for 10 years or maybe 15 years. And yes, you're making money, but that consistent 10K month dream that you have just doesn't seem to happen for you. I want to let you know that you're not alone, and in actual fact, I feel you and I know exactly where you're coming from, because I have been there a lot, until when I haven't. So you see, the thing is, out of all the many gifts that I have, just like, you, a creative coach who have lots of gifts, one of my many gifts is that I'm a seer and a clairaudient. So what that means is that I can actually see and hear about things way before they're supposed to happen. And you're thinking to yourself, wow, Soochen, that's awesome. Wow. And I agree, it is. It's pretty cool and it's pretty awesome, except when it wasn't. Because it's so frustrating when you have this vision in your mind's eye and you see it so clearly. I have this vision of how big my empire is going to be. My coaching business is going to be this amazing thing, like a Disneyland almost. That's what I always see in my vision, that it's going to be a Disneyland with the legacy and the size and the millions of lives and clients that I'll be impacting. And then back in the day, when I then look at my everyday business reality, I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What do I see? I see a huge gap between where I was in reality and what I could see in my mind's vision. So I definitely feel you if you are asking that question, when is it going to happen for me? Is it ever going to happen? Even though you and I both know that there's no reason why it shouldn't happen, because we're both powerhouses and we're super skilled. We're very, energetic. We're super passionate about what we are here to do. And, our energy levels are just like, probably somebody's 50% is our, 1,000%. So it just doesn't make sense why it doesn't happen. So I feel you. The other piece to it is also that I also felt like somebody else was playing God with my income, my life, and destiny. It was as if, I don't know, everything was kind of all programmed to make sure that I would never get on that boat. And it's like, no matter how hard I try, no matter how many business strategies I learn, no matter how much I tinker away at the systems side, and I did all this personal development work on all this self-growth part, it was like I just couldn't seem to get on that damn boat. But then I'm standing at the dock and I'm seeing, the boat sail away. And who's on that boat is like, okay, all these people who are like younger, smarter, more experienced, maybe more years in the industry. They're on that boat and they're sailing away, going to their dream destination. And I'm stuck here at the dock wondering what the hell's going on, what's missing, what's going on. So it wasn't until, I realized the truth. And that's when everything changed for me. So what I realized was that there was only ever one boat I needed to get on. One boat. And that one boat was actually something that is matched to me from the get-go. That boat was actually calibrated to everything about me, like how unique I was, my timing, my personality, my quirks, the fact that I'm super emotional, super sensitive. I also have like a masculine electric side, but I'm very visionary, all these things. And, it was calibrated to my past and where I was supposed to be going, my unique way of doing my soul level work with my clients. That boat was essentially me, and I was the boat, which meant, hallelujah, it meant that I could actually never miss that boat. Then, because the boat is me and I am the boat, I am the one who gets to play God. I get to be the one to call the shots. So that means that I can say when the boat is sailing, when it's ready to sail, I'm the one who kind of designs the schedule, the timetable, so that I never miss it because I'm the one in control. And also I get to say where we're going. So now when I realized that, oh my God, I cannot express to you, like all the weights and burdens just totally fell off my shoulders, and I felt like such a huge relief. Because it's as if somebody handed me like the ultimate permission slip to say, okay, Soochen, it's totally okay to be you. You can do your thing, however weird odd and how you don't fit into the usual thing you feel. It's okay. You get to do that. You get to be that unique you. And guess what? 10K months is in your destiny. Like it's programmed in there. You haven't missed it. You're on track. You get to go there. So, wow, my goodness, when I realized that, it was like, and that, with that realization that I'm in control of my income, my life, and destiny, well, for all of you who are coaches out there, I'm sure you can appreciate that shift in an energy, in the mindset, in your power as a leader, as a coach. Wow, that just totally changed the whole trajectory of my business, and my business just flew from asking the question, when is it going to happen? Is it ever going to happen to me? To, oh my God, I'm living that reality every day. So let me ask you this, and I ask you to kind of tune in for me. What does your boat look like? And what does it feel like? I'm going to let you take a moment to tune into that. What does it look like? And what does it feel like? So, that visual you got of your boat, and that feeling you had of your boat, how it felt like. So that's exactly what I'm talking about, because when my clients come to work with me, we get working on building that boat, making sure that it looks exactly and feels exactly the way you kind of tuned into. Now, if you're just tuning in and just catching me for the first time, my name is Soochen Low, and I'm a creative power alchemist. What that means is that I help female creative coaches to grow their business to consistent 10K months without the struggle, without the people pleasing, without having to prove yourselves. What we do is we actually harness your creativity to build business structures or containers that are customized to your genius so that you can be fully in control of your income, your life, and your destiny. And I'm so passionate about my work because, as I've shared with you, I have been there, like you as a creative, wanting to materialize all these visions I have in my mind into the 3D, and then getting stuck with the 3D issues and 3D blocks, business side, personal growth side. So I feel you, and because I know what it means to you and how important it is for you to get there, I've made it my life's work and created a method where what we do together is that we discover what your unique boat looks like. All down to the tiniest details. Like I said, it's going to be customized to your personality, your timing, all the weird bits that you feel about yourself. If you're super sensitive, or you feel like you too smart, or you feel like maybe your intelligence can't be, taken, I guess, well with most people, if you feel those quirks, we customize this boat to you, so that this boat becomes the vehicle to be able to make you money and then grow your business until it becomes consistent 10K months. And you're probably listening to me and going, oh my God, Soochen, that's exactly what I need. Wow, yes, because I'm not a cookie cutter person. All the generic strategies that other coaches have out there is just not for me, and I always feel like I'm trapped when I have to do something by the rule book. So you're probably saying to me, that's awesome. But then you're thinking, yeah, but Soochen, what if, we work together and we're trying to discover my unique boat, and we realize that I'm not that unique at all. Like, I'm just average, I'm just average. And, by the way, I've got a whole ton of issues and trauma and stories and not enoughness. And what are you going to do with that? What if we work on that? We just realize, oh, sorry, we thought you were unique, but we realize that you're not. And look, I feel you, especially when you are you yourself and you look at your own self. We often self-minimize what are our strengths, and then we kind of inflate all our, I guess, so-called weaknesses, and we kind of go, well, when you kind of balance that out, there's really not much there to me. But I want to share with you to say that the reason why you probably feel you're not as unique as you is because there's a large part of yourself that you haven't really looked at. And I want to kind of share this quote with you that I read in a book from an Australian author, and she's also in the spiritual coach industry. And she says that the brightest candle in the room has the biggest shadow. And I love that when I read that, because it's so true. Because I'm sure that you are the brightest candle in your niche, or in your area of expertise, or maybe in your life. And fortunately or unfortunately, that means with that territory of being the brightest light, you have the biggest shadow. And see, that's my superpower, because my superpower is that I love to get into your shadow, all your stories, all your trauma, your not enoughness, your whole long list of why you're not good enough and why you can't do this and all of that. My superpower is to get into all of that so-called crap that you are really embarrassed about, or crap that other people made you feel less for, and the crap that you want to hide away from. My superpower is to actually extract the gold from that. You may be surprised to hear, but that is your gold is lies in your shadow. And possibly you haven't felt or seen the power of your unique creative power yet, because maybe the coaches that you've worked with before haven't kind of gone deep enough to really uncover all of that. And that's my specialty. That's my area, because what I do is I see the potential of all that you are. So I see all your good bits, and I definitely see your shadow. But I don't see your shadow as, oh my God, let's run away from the shadow. Let's just hide away and never talk about it. Well, it's the elephant in the room that I address. And we uncover that because that elephant, oh, it's a gold mine. And there's so much power that is untapped and needs to be unleashed. So if you're saying to me, oh, Soochen, what if we go deeper and we find that I'm pretty average and I'm boring and there's nothing unique about me? I'm telling you that that's impossible. That's never going to happen. You will be amazed at how amazing you are and all the treasures and gifts that you still have yet to untap. So if you're already pretty successful, like I said, you're a creative powerhouse, you're super competent, but you're still asking that question, why am I not there yet? Why is it not happening? Well, the chances are there's a, backlog, or like I said, a huge treasure trove of gold that you didn't know how to dive into, and maybe the coaches that you've worked before didn't pay attention to it and wasn't their specialty to dig into, but that's my area. So if you're listening to that and you're saying to me, oh, wow, cool. I mean, I'm excited. All of a sudden, all the shit and all the crap that I want to kind of run away from, you can do something with it. You're feeling excited, but then you're thinking, okay, what if we build that boat and then, it's all calibrated to me, and then finally we put it out there, I show up. And what if then I see that nobody really cares, that I don't really matter, like it doesn't land with anybody, nobody's responding to me, and it just confirms that, see, there was no point. There was no point for me to show up because I'm not really that unique at all. And look, I feel you, because that's just such a normal feeling to have, because again, when we are just within our world and in our head about all of this, it's very easy for you again to say that nobody's going to care. I'm just me. What I want to share with you though is probably about 15 years ago when I hit rock bottom in my life, and because I had my issues and I had to go on my personal growth journey, and I had to leave my family business, and I had to, I guess, go rock bottom and come back up on my own, and I only had $200 left in my bank account. And back in the day, I had to figure out, oh my God, I've got $200 left in my bank account. What am I going to do about getting money in the door? And obviously I couldn't get a job, because I'm sure you feel me, like I couldn't get a job because as a creative, like having a job and that structure of 9 to 5 is just like death to us. So I couldn't do that, and I needed to find somehow coaching clients, basically. And at the time, like you, I'm feeling like, oh my God, if I put myself out there, who's going to care? I'm going to find out that I don't matter. But the revelation was, the very positive revelation was, I actually discovered that so many people felt the same way as I did. Because back in the day, I was lacking in self-confidence, and I was kind of giving my power to everybody else. And I discovered that there were so many women like me who had the same issue as me. And so when I put myself out there, I was actually like being the light for them. So what I'm sharing with you is that, when we work together, there's going to be a reason. People are waiting to hear from you what your message is, because you are a unique creative entity. Like, you were born on this planet for a reason, for a bigger purpose, to help other people change the world and obviously impact their lives. Like, you wouldn't be here if you were not meant for a bigger purpose. And you certainly couldn't be here for a bigger purpose if you're just your average, bland, vanilla flavor. You couldn't. You are unique. Every single trauma and challenge and failure that you had along the way, it's all part and parcel of this total package that you are. So therefore, just to address that nobody would care, everybody who is aligned to your message and is here to be helped by you, your clients who are a few steps behind you, they care, and they would say that you matter so much to them because you're their shining light. So I want to say to you that if you're serious about changing your 2022 so that you are actually on the boat sailing towards your dream destination instead of just waiting at the dock, just know that if you don't take the time and energy to focus in on discovering what that unique boat looks like, and how do we calibrate it to you to the nth degree from A to Z and in a deep level, if you don't take the time and energy and resources to do that, nothing much is going to change. You'll probably be running around getting all busy into the next business strategy and then doing some personal growth work, which is all good. But in terms of hitting the spot and dialing in and making your business really shift the income from wherever you're at, from 3K, 5K, wherever you are, to grow it to consistent 10K months, you really need to step into that power to say, you know what, 2022 is the year for me when I'm going to focus in and look at myself. And if you want to do that, then I'm definitely the person to do that with you. Because as I shared earlier with you, I am not somebody who is going to stand there and judge you for all your so-called issues. Because that's my superpower. My superpower is to embrace all of you. Because when we embrace all of you, then we can harness that creative power into practical business strategies that will actually make you money, so that you can actually get your business to be on its way to those 10K months. Now, I'm not a typical business coach. As I said to you, I'm a creative business alchemist. So that means I'm a creative like you. I am highly emotional, highly sensitive. I've got ideas all over the place all the time. The only difference is that I have learned through my coming to 15 years of experience in the industry of applying a method that I have developed and refined over the years through working with women in the field, in the industry, and deliver results for them, that it works. That I have managed to help creatives not turn your back on your passion, meaning not to give up, but also not to kind of switch off your creativity because you feel like, it's not working. I need to go more mainstream. No, you do not need to go more mainstream. We've got plenty of mainstream. We need more of you. So if you would love to have somebody in your corner, somebody who really sees you, and I mean really sees you, not like, oh, I only see and I only love the part that's nice and pretty, and all the crap and all the shit I kind of ignore and I'll just kind of walk away. You need someone to see all of you. And not only that, see it and do something constructive with it, which is my specialty again, because I will be able to harness all of that creative power that is all of you from head to toe, inside out, outside, and all of that. And we turn it into business structures, business container, so that it actually converts into dollars. Converts into dollars so that you can be helping your clients, doing your soul level work, and be incredibly abundantly resourced so that you can continue doing this work and have that impact that you want. So if the if my energy right now is resonating with you and you like my straight talk, energetic, way of things, then I definitely urge you to drop an emoji below for us to talk so that we can make this happen for you in 2022. Because nothing frustrates me more, and I feel your pain when you are kind of trying to say, should I go the masculine cookie cutter way or should I go the creative way? But then you go the creative way and then you're thinking, okay, but it's not working, so maybe I should go the masculine way. Like, I feel your dilemma. I feel your conflict and that tension. My job is to help you to balance the two sides of you so that you can be profitable in your business whilst being in integrity to who you really are, so that you can continue doing this work. And you know what? Tick and in a way satisfy that promise that you made to yourself and to the soul contract you made when you entered this earth, to say, yes, I did it. I had it. I had the vision. I followed through. And here we go. Here's the reality. Now, I want that reality for you. Now, if you want that reality for you too, and you see that I'm a good fit, or you feel that the energy here resonates with you, then I urge you to drop an emoji below and let's have a conversation to make it happen. Because your dreams are too important for it to be shelved for another year. So I'm Soochen Low. Drop an emoji and let's definitely talk and make 2022 different for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.